Es geht hier vor allem um die Frage, welche territorialen Zugeständnisse die Ukraine bereit ist zu machen. Das ist aber eine Frage, die vor allem der ukrainische Präsident und das ukrainische Volk beantworten müssen. Das haben wir von Regierung. Und dann wird es möglicherweise zu Beginn der nächsten Woche hier in Berlin ein Treffen geben. Ob die amerikanische Regierung daran teilnimmt oder nicht, das hängt auch sehr stark von der gemeinsamen Abfassung der Papiere jetzt ab, die zurzeit bearbeitet werden.
And I now request Asuma to join us back and give us more into this. Asuma, what's the latest that we're getting?
Like you've also mentioned, you know, what's happening and what is planned for ahead for the talks with U.S. And something I would like to note here is that U.S. President Donald Trump has been pushing for talks to continue. However, he has mentioned in his comments this week that he's not willing to talk directly with Ukraine as of now because he thinks, in Trump's words, he thinks that it's a waste of time for now to talk with him right now. For the President Zelensky and U.S. to talk directly, President Trump is pushing that there needs to be concrete alignment of European allies who are backing Ukraine right now, and everything needs to be aligned so that in the last stage, the final stage, where U.S. President can come with and sit with Ukrainian president and finally finalize the proposal. As of now, we do not see it coming. We do see it coming, but that depends on how aligned Ukraine will be willing to sign this agreement. As well as something I would like to note that Merz has said that he will be meeting. And again, in his joint conference, he just mentioned that he will be meeting again alongside Mark Rutte and alongside Macron, as well as Keir Starmer again this weekend to discuss what happens with Ukraine. As we see, these talks have been going forward quite aggressively, as we see every week almost that these not E4, but the coalition of willing pushing ahead, and then the talks for EU's integration of Ukraine continues despite Hungary's veto. So we will be eyeing that on this channel. And also something to note here is that Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, has also praised US's efforts, and particularly, of course, the envoys who were sent last weekend to Russia to hold the talks, particularly the son-in-law Jared Kushner of President Trump, and of course Steve Witkoff, the business person, who's both trusted allies of President Trump. And Trump sending these people, it kind of shows that Trump is hopeful, President Trump is hopeful that these will be moving forward, and we will be eyeing that. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Asuma, for updating us with that. And viewers, let's now move on to the next breaking. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova says that the Britain needs to disclose what a British soldier killed in Ukraine was really doing there, accusing London of helping Kyiv carry out acts of terrorism. Meanwhile, Britain's Ministry of Defense says that the soldier, Lance Corporal George Hooley, died in Ukraine while observing Ukrainian forces test a new defensive capability away from the front line. Zakharova says that the British government should not deceive its citizens by claiming that British soldiers sent to Ukraine were mere advisors or instructors, accusing British forces of helping Kyiv carry out terrorist attacks and extremist tasks on London's direct orders. The British government, which is one of Ukraine's staunchest supporters, has never confirmed how many service personnel are in Ukraine, but the media has reported that a small contingent is supporting Ukrainian forces and is providing security to diplomatic staff.
После 22 года мы прямо сказали о вовлеченности Британии в конфликт на Украине и во все события, которые его сопровождают. И вовлеченность именно на стороне не просто киевского режима, а вовлеченность в теракты и экстремистские действия, которые предпринимает киевский режим и его головорезы. Вот эта самая информация, она стала для многих действительно в Британии шоком. Еще раз повторю, присутствие британских военных на Украине ни для кого не должно быть секретом. Это первый раз, когда британские власти публично подтвердили факт гибели своего кадрового военного в ходе украинского конфликта. При этом глава британского кабинета пафосно заявил, что этот самый Hooley, дескать, помогал Украине в ее борьбе за свободу. Хотелось бы подробностей от них. Эти подробности, безусловно, появятся. Но Лондон должен честно признаться, а что же он там делал, этот самый их Hooley. Складывается впечатление, что, возможно, кто-то там, на территории Британии, начал, так знаете, аккуратно готовить общественное мнение своей страны, общественное мнение в Британии к военным потерям на Украине, которые невозможно будет просто скрыть и скрывать.
And now moving on, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has warned that Russia